Hello and welcome to Towani's Pilgrimage. Today we are in Kale again for the final partisan quest. Today we're going to be doing, I believe it's called The Madness of the King. And we're going to get started here. Yeah, A Cure for Madness is the name. I think this is involving the cleanup of Kale. I haven't read the quest yet. But let's go ahead and get it here from Noble Helson here. Ew. You were one of those who helped Fokar and Janak with their investigation. You have done Kale a great service. Thanks to you, we now know the nature of the threat and those responsible for it. If King Tor Max were in his right mind, he would no doubt praise your deeds. The damage has already been done, though. The weapons spread by the ice shards have crippled the minds of the city and those who possess the weapons. Although the blades cause harm and cling to them through glowing steel, the only offending is fending off a swift death. What weapons? According to the information you've provided me, the only way to rid the city of the collective hallucinations is to destroy anything that has been tainted by those purple crystals. This will not be an easy task. Oh yeah, the fear crystals? Reports from my regiments in the eastern waste saw sky split open, the clouds parted, and streak of purple fire stabbed into the ice like a bar of molten iron boiling a blacksmith's water trough. Though not long after, I lost contact with most of my regiment. Word I did receive spoke of crystal shards from the impact site affecting creatures in strange ways. Some of my troops were seen carrying and coveting these objects, and attempts to reason with them and bring them back to Kale were met with violence. This will not be an easy task, you say? The blades have already been distributed throughout the city to the young and old alike. Unless we can manage to pry the weapons from the fingers of every giant in Kale, this madness will not end. And we must convince King Tor Max to relinquish the crystalline axe he has been carrying. It has amplified his delusions, and the threat of the city will remain as long as the king dwells under the shadow of madness. How do we get the King Tor Max to relinquish his crystalline axe? I wonder if there is not another way to take possession of the crystalline weapons other than through violence. If that were the only way, then we would end up killing half the city. No, we must somehow knock the weapons from their hands. A powerful spell might be what we need. What can we need? Would you be willing to speak with Drenlo Helmwright, a priest of Zek? He has the knowledge of arcane words of war. He might know a technique to strip opponent's weapon without harm. I would be willing. Thank you. Together we can rid the city of the blight of the ice shards have wrought upon it. King Tor Max's mind will once again be his own. A cure for madness. Here we go. So, speak with Drenlo Helmwright and take the weapons from the giant's hands. Simple enough, right? Alright, so we need to find Drenlo. He's a priest of Zek, so I'm guessing maybe up here. I don't see him, so I'm gonna have to find him, I guess, first step, right? I don't see him anywhere on my little map here, so yeah. All right, we have found him. He is right here in the temple right next to where the Avatar of War spawns. Drenlo Helmwright right here, so let's go and hail him, see what he has to say. Magic, did you say? We have no magic to disarm an opponent. We are warriors of Zek. We defeat an enemy in face-to-face combat. Noble Elson must be desperate for a remedy to Kale's illness if he thinks I could speak a word and force every giant to drop their weapons. That said, I do know of weapons that can do what you seek. Swords blessed by Ralos Zek himself. That can knock a weapon out of a hand with only a swing. Sadly, several of these weapons were recently stolen from our temple chambers. Stolen, you say? Shortly after the crystal weapons were delivered to the Kromzek and madness came upon the king, several of our acolytes disappeared. When we searched for them, we found the swords were also missing. I can only assume the acolytes stole them, since these giants had just been initiated in our order and they were not among the Kromzek who received a crystal weapon, so I believe they felt slighted. If you can find these acolytes, you will might find the swords as well. Alright, so we need to go find I think it's like the thieving acolytes that I kind of tried to attack before. So I'm going to find some of those. Alright, we found our first thieving acolyte right here. So let's go ahead and, I guess, hail him. Alright, see, a thieving acolyte gowers at you as you approach him. He clutches a bunch of glowing weapons that hangs around his waist and points a large sword at your head. Stay back, beast. Feed upon the other giants, too weak to cling to their weapons. These are my weapons, and they shall cut down every one of your kind. Alright, kill one thieving acolyte, but before we do that, we're going to cheese this, and we're going to hail this guy on all 3 characters. And we're going to kill him. So, that way I don't have to go find 2 more of these guys, right? So, and just make it easier. Alright, he says the same thing. So we're going to kill one of these. We should be able to get the blessed sword of strategic combat out of this guy. There we go. We got 3 swords of strategic combat. 1 for Ketka, 1 for Nilv, and 1 for Towani, because that's how we roll. Alright, now we need to go tell our good friend Drenlo that we acquired the sword he was mentioning. Alright, we're back here at Mr. Drenlo. Let's go and hail him. You have retrieved the sword, and Kale may yet be saved. You must battle with my brethren. Then, when they are weakened, use the sword to knock the crystalline blade out of their hand. But be swift. I doubt the sword will remain on the ground long enough to be coveted. Go now. Collect many crystal blades as you can. The future of Kale depends on it. So, alright, we need to disarm 5 giants and pick up 5 swords times 3, so that's 15. Unfortunately, this is not a shared task. Alright, so let's go out here. I'm not going to do in here with all these guys. I feel like I'll get a little too much action, if you know what I mean. Alright. See here, where do we want to start? Let's go over maybe like this guy right here. So let's go fight him. Where's that sword? Put it right here. I don't know. Can I click it now? Nope. You must equip this item to use it. Alright. Oh man, I couldn't do it fast enough. Alright, so that guy doesn't have a weapon. Let's try this guy. Might be a little tedious. Alright. %. Target is not weak enough. Oh my god, that is... Alright, we got one of them. We had to kill him, because this is going to take a little bit of effort. Alright, let's do this guy right here. Alright, so since we have to use the weapon, which is kind of weird, makes it a little bit more difficult. Alright, stop attack. Alright, I can't pick up the weapon. There we go. I guess we're just killing them as well, really, what this is gonna have to boil down to. Unfortunately, because it doesn't seem to be that possible to not kill them, I guess, what I got going on. I'm not even attacking with the other characters. I think the rogue mercenary is doing the work, but I mean, all we're doing is losing a little bit of faction that we can fix real quick. There we go, disarmed. Come on. It's kind of slow to give you the pickup on the weapon, though. So there it is. So I'm going to do this. I got to do this, what, 15 times total? So looks like 12 more times. So I'm going to do that, and then we can go from there. All right. So I don't know what happened. I only disarmed on one character, but Towani got them all right, and I picked them up off the ground. But every other member in the group also got them. So that was kind of cool. It didn't take me very long to do. So something, I don't know, unexpected, but when that happens, it's great. So we need to go take these weapons back down here to this guy, I guess. Let's hail him. Though this is only the beginning, you have done much to remove the blight upon Kale. I doubt, though, that it is merely enough to collect those weapons. They must be destroyed. Find the holy bonfires that we have lit around the city to ward off the operations. The fires may burn strongly enough to destroy weapons. When you've done this, speak to the noble. We must still wake the king from his dream. Alright, so we need to find some bonfires. Oh, wait. Alright, so here we are at a bonfire here. I believe there's another one over here. Guess not. So this is the bonfire they're speaking of. What we do is we go over to it, stand on top of it, right click a weapon, and it destroys it. And then we get a guy to fight. Right, so got to do this 15 times, it looks like. Maybe less. Yeah, it looks like less because everybody gets credit for it in the group. So I guess 5 times, so this isn't too bad. There we go. Burn another one. And it looks like you don't lose yours on the like the other characters. So that's interesting. Yeah, somehow we got attacked by 2 guards, which makes no sense to me at all, but take care of them here in just a moment. Yeah, I think the mercenaries don't get the right faction or something, and it could be problematic unless I attack them. I don't know, I might have. I was tab targeting, so who knows. All right, looks like we got 3 of them on us now. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Just get these guys down. It's free experience. 1%, you know, 0.1%. You know, kill 1,000 of them, and we level. So, not too bad, right? And we're already at 18% into this level, so that's pretty nice. All right. All right. Now they're all dead. Let's do the remaining 3 swords here. Make sure I don't tab target the wrong target. There we go. And let's kind of bring that bar a little closer so I can get a little bit of free melee. And let's go ahead and click another one while we're waiting here. There we go. And this will kill anything that prevents you from trying to do it, right? So I guess those guards attacked because of that, so that makes kind of sense, maybe. Or unless it's talking about these aberrations, but we'll see. I don't think it really matters. There we go, and one more. Stage complete, and we just need to kill this final apparition right here. Give it a little bit of shaman love with some dots. And we are good to go. And everybody else is at the same stage. Perfect. And I believe after this we go talk to the noble. All right, that's true. So we go over here and talk to the noble. Hopefully, I don't even know if this is the last part of the quest or not. It's been quite a short quest compared to the other ones, so I feel like there probably is like another step, but we'll see. All right, back at the noble. Let's hail him. You've destroyed the weapons. Then I know what must be done. Confront King Tor Max. If you can take the axe from him, I believe his mind will be freed. I will tell the court of our plan so that they do not interfere. Good fortune to you, adventurer. King Tor Max is a formidable warrior. I do not doubt it will take much strength to prevail in this fight. Alright, so looks like we gotta go talk to the king. So this will be fun. And we'll get them all at the same stage. There we go. Alright. Let's go talk to the king. Hopefully he doesn't have backup. Would have been nice if you'd have cleared the room there for me, buddy. Alright. Ew. Oh, you want to fight, boy? Alright, here we go. Can I cheese this? Yes, I can. I can hail him on everybody. Get them all to the same stage. Weaken King Tor Max and knock the blade from his hand. Alright, whoa, 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 okay. I'm gonna kill him, most likely. Alright, so I got the sword in my offhand. I can right-click it. Hopefully I can take the axe from him. There we go. 60%? Nope. King Tor Max parries your blessed sword and knocks you out with a heavy blow. Alright. Alright. I don't know where my other characters went. Oh, I think the mercenaries are still fighting him. Yeah, well, Laura. Oh, that's so dumb. Alright, inform the noble. Hail him. Alright. There we go, we got the partisan. You've destroyed many weapons that have harming the citizens of Kale. However, King Tor Max will not give up his axe, and the Ice Shard brothers are still free to cause trouble within the city. I do not fault you for your failure. I said the king is a formidable warrior. We will have to find another way to release him from the power of the Axe Shard, and still the Ice Brothers must be accounted for their actions. Alright, so we got 3 AA and 1.67% for doing that quest. This quest, Partisan of Kale, by completing the 3 Kale quests, we get 14.91% of experience and 10 AA. And that also unlocks the group missions, so something to keep in mind. But there we go. We have completed the Partisan of Kale, and we are good to go. So what we're going to do in the next episode is we're going to start the Darkened Sea. And this is it's like not the next expansion, but the one after that. And this is the one that goes from 100 to 105. And I've done a little research on it. I've kind of mapped out all the quests we're going to do. We're going to try it. And if it works, sorry about that, my hands just popped. If it works out the way I think it's going to work out, we are going to just progress through the Darkened Sea until, you know, we're geared up enough to be able to handle the next stage in either the Broken Mirror or in Empires of Kunark. I just by looking at the gear, right? Like the next tier of gear in the tier 1 in Darkened Sea is like 2500 2800 HP. We're in 2000/2100 HP right now, so significant upgrade in gear, right? TBM is 4000 and Kunark is like 5000, 4000, 5000 depending on the thing. So there is a significant gap that's gonna occur, and we're gonna have to do it. And also in the TBM expansion, the Broken Mirror, Type 5 AUGs became a thing. So we are going to be going into this like with no Type 5 hogs at all. Those are like heroic dexterity and stuff like that. So we're going to have to get, you know, a slot, you know, an item for every slot that's got the Type 5 slot, right? Plus we're going to have to get the Type 5 AUG item. So my plan is Darkened Sea until we're strong enough to do either Empires of Kunark or Broken Mirror, but we'll see how that goes. Not having a tank is kind of the biggest thing I've been running into right now, and we're able to do it. You know, Towani's getting stronger, so I might, instead of going heroic dex like you should, I might pick up some heroic stamina to give us more hit points to make us tankier. But I might look into that. Maybe heroic agility to more, you know, evasive tanking. But we'll have to see how all that goes. I might get multiple sets. But we're gonna try it all out and see how this goes. If we get into the Darkened Sea and it goes, you know, bad real quick, right? We can't progress at all. I'm gonna fall back to the Reign of Fear, and we're gonna start tier 2 of Reign of Fear, which is the Broodlands and a few of the other zones. There's a lot of content in this expansion that we could come back. The Breeding Grounds, the Vile Oak, the Chateau of Filth, the Chapter House. You know, these are, you know, we could definitely come back and get to 105 just by messing around in this zone, these zones, right? And then maybe going into Call of Forsaken and doing those. This one seems very mission based, right? There's lots of missions, you see, and there's some quests, but they're mostly, it's all missions, and that worries me. Like, we can do the Gribbles missions, that's from that expansion, but some of it gets hard, and I don't want to have to you know, be at a disadvantage because we don't have a tank, right? So that's my kind of plan. So we're going to try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's our backup plan. But thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.